on August 31st, so just a couple of days ago. I'm a little bit late on this as usual. The design lead at Epic Games, Eric Williamson, gave us a developer update, and it was a short clip explaining to us what's going to happen in the world of Fortnite in the upcoming patch, and there was quite a bit of very significant changes, so I just wanted to cover all of the changes, even though I'm a little bit late on this. So let's hop into the first change that is actually very significant: the Storm Destruction. A new mechanic called Storm Destruction will be added alongside patch v5.40, so the next patch coming this Tuesday, I think. Storm Destruction was described as the edge of the storm will do damage to player built structures in the final phases of the game. So what this means, I think Eric Williamson said that the 7th, 8th and 9th storm will actually start doing damage to your structures, and that is actually really interesting news. You can't build sky bases or just build relentlessly anymore in those late games. You have to be careful, not only the enemy but now the storm. Williamson also said that this only covers like 10% of the games currently played, so it's not something that you will be experiencing most of the time, but sometimes you just have to be more careful with your building placements, as everything you build will be coming down because of the storm. The next thing is really exciting: the revolver vaulting. Patch 5.40 also brings the death of the revolver, a weapon which has been in Fortnite Battle Royale since its launch in September 2017. However, the vaulting weapon does not mean it will not return, as we have seen with the guided missile. The decision was made as an initiative to keep the item pool fresh, exciting, dynamic. Epic will be targeting future updates, potentially Season 6, as an opportunity to vault more items. So Revolver was just basically a Desert Eagle, and it was the worst version of that. It didn't have much of a place in the game. I mean, it was fun to use and very satisfying when you actually got those one shot, one kill headshots. But for me, and I think most of the community, whenever you found any other weapon in the game, pretty much you'd replace it by a revolver, or you'd replace the revolver with the new weapon. So that's a good change. The revolver was not good by any means, but maybe they'll tweak it somehow and make it actually viable if it ever comes back to Battle Royale. Next up, a new mobility item will be added alongside patch 5.40. Epic looked forward to the community's creative expression with the item. So I've heard it all: grappling hooks, some kind of a pair. Some kind of pair that actually does damage to you but then heals you afterwards. I don't even know, but this is a mobility item, so this is not a healing item, so this is not the pair. It's probably a grappling hook or some sort of a mobility item. I don't know. I'm very excited about this. I hope it's not broken, but we just have to wait and see. I don't know. Next up, keeping in with the item updates, various balance parameters such as item rarity will be adjusted. Remote explosive rarity will change from rare to epic to match its effectiveness. So they have nerfed the C4 or the remote explosive quite a bit recently. Initially they gave it a huge blast radius and you could airburst them, but then they started to tweak it that you couldn't even airburst it anymore. Then they reduced the blast radius, and now they are actually moving it from rare to epic rarity, and I'm fine with that because it's still quite a destroyer of the buildings if you have a stack of them. So I don't have a problem with that. It's now epic, it's not rare anymore. Item stack sizes will also see various adjustments. Boogie Bomb is getting buffed. Drop stack size increased from 1 to 2, so whenever you get a Boogie Bomb drop, it's going to drop to 2 Boogie Bombs instead of 1. And also big shield potions. Maximum stack size increased from 2 to 3. So previously, if you had 2 big shields and like 6 mini shields. Most of the people would take the 6 mini shields, but now you can actually carry 3 big shields, 50-pot shields. So it's going to make the decision between big shields and mini shields even more difficult than it actually was before. Most of the people actually wanted to carry more of the mini shields, as it's very quick to drink, and even though it caps to 50 in the middle of a gunfight, you can just take a 4-second break, get it back to 50 and move on. So now a big shield takes 5 seconds to drink, but it's more effective, and now you can have 3 of them. So I don't know, that sounds really awesome. And also some secret changes that we saw in the developer upload video. So actually the construction at Tilted Towers has been completed. It had some kind of a fish in there. I don't know if it's a fishing shop or I don't know, but the building in the middle of Tilted Towers that has been constructed, it's now completed. Dual pistols rarity changed from legendary to rare. I don't know, they saw in the clip that they were discussing about the storm damage, the player had a rare dual pistols in their inventory, but I think later on in the video they actually showed the legendary as well. So I don't know if they are going to replace the legendary pistols with rare, or if they're just going to add a rare variant. I don't know. Also, silenced pistol rarity changed from legendary to rare. So I don't know, the same deal. I don't know if it's going to replace a legendary, or if it's just a rare variant of the silenced pistol. We just have to wait and see it until Tuesday. New UI icon next to players' names indicating a microphone. That's a small change, but that's just I'm all for it. UI updates to the color next to players' names. So previously you had a little diamond next to your name to actually recognize which player on the map was who, and now it's like a straight line. So a minor change, but I don't know. And also the final storm circles can be much farther into the storm from the current circle. This is one thing I don't actually agree with, because there's nothing more frustrating than winning a game when someone actually dies into the storm. I don't want to win games by storm killing them. I want to win the games as I was the killer. And now the storm is going to be much farther away from the initial site, so it's going to move a lot more, and a lot of more people are going to be dead by the storm. And I don't know, also with comparing with that, everything you will build is coming down with the storm destruction. So I don't know, it's going to be a mess probably, but hopefully Epic knows what they're doing. But also, I don't know. That's going to conclude this video. However, let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys think about all of these changes? What is your most favorite thing? What is your least favorite thing? My favorite thing is probably, I'd say that you can actually stack 3 big shields. That is a huge buff to the big shield potions. And the least favorite thing is that the storm in the end games are going to be much further from the initial site. But that's just me. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about these changes, and as usual, I'll see you guys later.